Are you thinking about buying a property and then putting it up on Airbnb, that short-term rental game that everybody is so interested in right now? I bet you are. A lot of people are. So I'm going to give you my best tip for short-term rental owners today. My name is Jonathan Green. I have a company called Streamline Properties. I also have a big on-market team, but this is about short-term rentals. I've been investing for more than 30 years. I've had several short-term rentals over the years in Florida, New York. We've managed them, my sister and I, very different ways. We found the best tips and tricks, but this is my absolute number one. But I'm telling you, it's not 100% accurate, but I mean, it's pretty close. But I have to preface it with a couple things. My advice assumes that you know how to do your Airbnb listing, that you have all the photos of every single room, of the garage if you have one, of the driveway, of the backyard, of any amenity that you have a photo of it. And also that your description is fully encompassing of all the things that are available and you've checked all the correct boxes for the things that you have available in the home. Because you can't blame a potential renter, a short-term renter, for asking questions that you missed in there. So if it's a question and it's something that you missed, answer the question. But as you'll find out, my number one tip, the best for short-term rental owners, is if somebody asks any question before booking, decline the booking. I'm going to explain why. It sounds a little harsh, but it's a very, very slippery slope to get to the end. And if you're just hedging your bets as a short-term rental owner, someone who asks you a question that's already in a photo, in the listing, or something they can do for themselves is the same renter who, the second they get you, tells you that this doesn't work, the lock doesn't work, I can't find the remote control, the gas grill doesn't work, nothing works, where's the toilet paper, where's the colander? Even though there's a house book that tells them all where it is, you're basically going to become their servant. And that ruins the Airbnb landlord type situation for me. So, in very many to most, if not all cases, if your potential renter is asking you a question that is either indicated in the listing, checked off on the box, easily researchable, like how far is this from X town? Sure, it says it in the listing. Plus, the map gets pretty close even before you book in terms of how far. Or they ask you something about, are you pet friendly? And you've clearly indicated you are not. Any of these things, if you don't decline the booking, you're going to regret it in most cases. Not all. Some people have a fair question, but when you're asking 12 questions in an email before, I'm going to decline that. I just delete it, block forever, because that's never going to be good when they get on site. There's no person in the history of short-term rentals who has asked 10 questions prior to booking, got the booking, showed up and didn't ask a question. No, I'm sorry, they're going to ask 10 more questions. P.S. The people who ask the most questions are the most likely to write you crappy reviews because some questions are impossible to answer. Why don't you have three colanders? We cooked a lot of pasta. Uh, I mean, I don't really would ever have three colanders. Just use the same colander. We need three at the same time. I mean, if there's ever a complaint that's your fault, if you only have one pan, like, sure, you should have more pans. Three colanders, not really feeling it. So I'm just telling you this right now. You don't have to believe me, test it out for yourself. But when it goes haywire, come watch this video again and drop a comment and say it happened. I should have listened to you. It's not 100%. Sometimes there's just people who need a one thing here and there, but I'm telling you, if it's available and they're asking, you're going to become their butler, and you don't want to be their butler when you've already created a full listing, had all the pictures, have a house book, have a manager, have everything explained, have tape on where the things are. This is how to work the remote control, press the button for the gas grill. I cannot tell you how many times at one of our short-term rentals in the Hamptons that we got a call, the grill doesn't work, even though it's fully explained in the booklet how to do it. So then we'd send over my sister's friend who was managing the property. She would walk in, press the button. Ooh, look, it works. Yeah, I know. Shocking. Look, just like it said in the book, that person probably asked a question before. So that's my best tip for short-term rental owners. If you're new to the game, start thinking about this now. It's nothing against people, but if I'm running my short-term rental as a business, I want to try to get the best reviews. I also am going to do the best job, but I can't answer 15 questions for each person. One's going to slip through the crack, and that one is going to end up being a bad review. Try it out for yourself. Let me know what happens. Number one tip for short-term rental owners. Hope it helps. See ya.